Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss about the loop in JavaScript. So first of all, we'll see that what is loop. Suppose if we consider we have to input two number. So for this task, what we can do, we can take two variable where n1 comma n2, and after that we can input n1 equals to percent window.prompt enter a number. So in this way we can input one number, and the same way we can input the second number. Basically the same line will be copied after. So in this situation only we are entering two number, but we can think, suppose we are entering 10 number, we have to enter 10 number, or suppose we have to enter any 1000 number. So if we want to do the same thing for 1000 times or 10 times or quite more number of times, so obviously it is not a easier job to do in the same manner. So what is the way to reduce the workload? So for the solution, there is a loop structure or looping structure is present. So in this loop, in short, it is called repetition of tasks. Loop is called basically repetition of tasks. So when we are repeating a same task for multiple number of time, so we can use the loop. Now in JavaScript actually various kinds of loops are there: for loop, then while loop, then next is do while loop, and next is for in loop, and next is for op loop. So basically these 5 kinds of loops are used. Out of that, this for and while can be categorized as entry controlled loop, and whereas this do while is categorized as exit control loop. So our discussion will start with for loop, and one by one we'll cover all this type of loop. So first we have to discuss about the for loop. First we will see what is the syntax of this loop. For, then within bracket or parenthesis open, first part is called initialization, means the start point, initialize, semicolon. Then test expression, this is the second part, and third part is updation. So there are 3 part: initialization, test expression, updation. And after that, within the parenthesis or within the curly brace or this third bracket, so we can use the body or of the loop, or we can write the body of the loop. So we'll see the first example. Suppose we want to display numbers or display natural number from 1 to 10. We want to display the natural number from 1 to 10. So how we can run this thing using the loop? So first we'll take one variable where I, then initialize the I with 1, that means this is the start value, I equals to 1. Then we'll run the loop for I equals to 1, I less than equals to 10, and then I plus plus, and within bracket means curly brace, we can display in any way, either document.write we can use, or we can use alert also. So that is up to our choice which way we are displaying. So now we'll see what are the different area or how the loop is working. So you can see that first value that we are starting, that is I value is 1, I equals to 1, we are going up to 10. So this is our condition, or simply we can say test expression, I less than equal to 10, then I plus plus, and here is document dot I write I. So first I value is 1, 1 is less than 10, so it will come inside the loop and it will print the value. Then it will go for I plus plus. When I plus plus is happening, so at the beginning I value is 1, then it will become 2, then it will become 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and finally 10. It will come to value 10. So when it will reach 10, after printing this 1 to 10, again it will go for the I plus plus, but then I value will become 11, but here we can see 11 less than equal to 10. So this condition will become false and the loop will stop. So this is one simple example using for loop, just a beginning example. Next we will go for another example using for loop. So suppose we have to check the number of factors of a number of factors, check the number of factors. So how we can do these things or do this problem? What is the meaning of check the number of factors? Suppose if user has entered 10, so we know that factors are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So how many factors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So total number of factor is 4. In the same way, if user has entered 5, so factor is only 1 and 5 itself. So here number of factor is 2. So this thing we have to display, or these things we have to find. So how we can find these things? We have to display using loop. So first we will input the number. So we'll take the variable where n equals to, just like we do, parseInt, and within bracket window dot prompt, then enter a number. We are entering the number. Then after entering the number, next what we have to do, suppose if we see, if we have any number, what is the range of the factor? The factor starts from 1 and it goes up to that particular number for any number. Suppose if we enter 12 also, so the factor of 12 is starting from 1 and it goes up to 12. So now we'll run one for loop simply here. So for this also we'll take one variable where I, then for I equals to 1, I less than equal to n, I plus plus, and then we have to check whether the number is factor or not. So how we can check? If the number, that is n, is divisible by I equal to 0, so then we can say it is a factor. So then we can display that particular factor value. So document dot write what is the factor, that is I, and here is close. So this is the second example. Now we'll see the third example. Okay, one more thing we can do. Suppose another example related to this example only. Check a number is prime or not. Check a number is prime or not. So how we can check these things? How simply we can check these things, check a number is prime or not. So for this purpose, what we need to do? First of all, we have to understand the logic of prime number. So prime number, we know that the number which has only two factor, the number which has only two factor, that are called basically prime number. So basically I am going to use the same logic, few extra things we have to use. So what are the things? Just like here we are displaying the factor, and one point also we have to do, that is the uh, number of factor. We have to count how many factors are there, and then we have to display the number of factor. Document dot write f, that is the number of factor. So just one point, extra point we have to do, we have to check whether this number of factor is exceeding 2. If it is exceeding 2, means more than 2, so it is a non-prime number or simply composite number. And if it is up to 2 or it is 2 only, so that is, or that those are prime number. So let's run this one more time. Wherein again the same thing, input the number, input statement we have to write, the input statement. After that, here variables we have to take, where I comma f, value of f you can initialize as 0. Then for I equals to 1, I less than equals to n, I plus plus, then curly brace open. Again we are checking whether it is a factor or not. n percent I equal to 0. So then what we have to do, we have to increase the factor, number of factor. After checking or number of factor outside the loop, here we have to check if f greater than 2. So there we can display document dot write non-prime. It is a non-prime number, means which is not a prime number. Else what it will display, or what will display, document dot write prime number. So this is the fact how we can check a number is prime or not, how we can simply check prime and not. Here we are using the number of factor, here we are displaying the number of factor, but here we are using this number of factor to check whether the number is prime or not. Now we'll see some example of series, sum. So series are like what? Suppose if we take 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, so this kind of pattern or this kind of things is called series. So let's see how we can do this. First we have to understand that how these things is moving. 1 3 5 7 9, so basically we can see increasing by 2. So simply we can start with where I equals to 1, then we can run a loop where I equals to 1. Suppose here if we have written it, so this is not mandatory. So in that case what we can go for, no need to write this, for I, or simply just put a semicolon here, and then in the testing part, here I will check I less than equals to 9 or not, and I plus equal to 2. Plus equal to 2 means what? Increasing by 2. Curly brace open. There we have to display the value, document dot write I, So this the first pattern. If we go for another pattern, suppose 1, this should be comma actually, since we are displaying the pattern actually. Now if we display this one, 1 4 9 16 25, so we can now see that it is the square of all natural numbers starting from 1 to 5. So how we can write these things? Where I equals to 1, we are initializing for semicolon. Why I am giving only semicolon here? Since I am writing this part here only, that's why I am writing semicolon. I less than equal to 5, I plus plus, and within this we are taking one variable, just like s equal to I asterisk I, means square of the number. Then we have to display the variable document dot write s. So this is how we can use the for loop for displaying series. So in the next video we'll discuss about the sum of series also. Thank you.